3 million years ago, the world was a completely different place. Vast grasslands stretched endlessly across Africa, broken only by scattered forests and rivers where predators waited for their chance to strike. The air was filled with the sounds of life, roaring big cats, trumpeting mammoths, flocks of giant birds, and the rustling of countless insects. But among these mighty creatures, another life form struggled to survive. The early humans, fragile and vulnerable in a world dominated by giants. Now imagine, for a moment, that you are a woman living in this prehistoric time. From the very moment the sun rises until the darkness of night falls, your life is a constant battle for survival. In fact, you wouldn't last a single day without extraordinary courage, instincts, and the will to fight against nature itself. At sunrise, your day begins not with comfort, but with fear. The cave where you and your group hide is cold and dark, the floor littered with stones and the smell of smoke from a small fire that barely kept the night predators away. As a woman, your responsibilities are heavy. You must care for children, gather food, and stay alert for danger. Your body is strong, yet vulnerable. Unlike men who leave in small hunting groups armed with stone tools, you often stay behind with the young ones and other women. But safety is only an illusion. Even close to camp, danger lurks everywhere. Giant hyenas, stronger than anything alive today, roam the grasslands. Saber-tooth cats, with fangs longer than your hand, wait silently in the tall grass. And crocodiles, enormous and ancient, guard the rivers where water must be fetched. Every step outside your cave is a risk. Your survival begins with gathering. You step cautiously into the open savanna, carrying a sharp stone in your hand. You need roots, berries, and nuts to feed your family. But the plants here are not always safe. Many are poisonous, and your knowledge, passed down from older women, is the only thing that protects you. You kneel to dig up a tuber with your stone, ears constantly alert for the snapping of twigs or the growl of a predator. Suddenly, you hear the cry of a giant bird overhead. A prehistoric vulture circles, hoping to feast on the weak or the dead. You feel the weight of time pressing down on you. One mistake, one wrong step, and you become prey. Now imagine the physical burden you carry. As a prehistoric woman, you are not only a gatherer, but also a mother. Pregnancy and childbirth are incredibly dangerous, with no medicine, no doctors, and no guarantee of survival. Many women die young, their lives cut short during childbirth. If you survive, your duty is to nurse and protect your child every hour of the day. But carrying a baby in this dangerous world is almost impossible. You must hold the infant tightly while running from predators, climbing trees, or swimming across rivers. At any moment, danger can strike. Imagine fleeing from a saber-tooth cat while clutching your crying baby, praying that the sound does not attract the beast closer. But even if you manage to escape predators, the greatest enemy is hunger. Prehistoric life is a constant struggle to find enough food. Women spend long hours searching for edible plants, cracking open nuts with stones, and digging up roots with wooden sticks. If lucky, they find honey from wild bees or small lizards hiding under rocks. Meanwhile, men try to bring back meat from dangerous hunts, but success is rare. Often, days pass with little food, and the children cry from hunger. As a woman, you must comfort them, even when your own stomach aches with emptiness. You chew roots and spit them into the mouths of infants because their teeth cannot handle tough food. Every bite of nourishment is a battle won against starvation. But danger doesn't only come from nature. It comes from other humans too. 3 million years ago, humans were not alone. Other species of hominids roamed the land. Some were distant cousins, others competitors for food and shelter. Encounters were rarely friendly. Rival groups attacked to steal resources, fire, or even women. Imagine being taken by force into another tribe, separated from your family forever. As a woman, you are both the life giver and the prize of survival, often treated as property in this harsh world. Your body is both your strength and your vulnerability. Now let us move deeper into the wild. You walk toward the river with other women, carrying wooden containers to fetch water. The path is dangerous. The tall grass hides snakes longer than a man, and lions crouch silently, waiting for a chance to strike. As you bend to fill your container, the water ripples. A giant crocodile lunges forward, jaws snapping shut with terrifying force. You scream and fall back, barely escaping, as the beast disappears under the surface. Your heart pounds and you realize something as simple as drinking water could mean death. As the day continues, the heat becomes unbearable. There is no shade, no comfort, only the relentless sun. Your skin burns, your lips crack, and thirst torments you, but you cannot stop. You must gather enough food before darkness falls. At night, survival becomes even harder. Fires must be kept burning to keep predators away. If the fire dies, hyenas and saber-tooth cats circle closer. You huddle with children, listening to the growls outside the cave, clutching a stone for protection. Sleep is light, broken by the cries of animals and the fear that something might enter the darkness. You pray to see the sunrise again. But being a woman in prehistoric times is not only about suffering. It is also about strength. Women are the keepers of knowledge. You know which plants heal wounds, which leaves reduce fever, and which berries kill. You teach children how to survive, how to recognize danger, and how to climb trees quickly. You carry the wisdom of generations, and without you, the tribe cannot survive. Your role is as important as the hunters who face the beasts, but make no mistake. The cost of survival is heavy, life expectancy is short. Illness, injuries, infections, and hunger claim many lives before the age of 30. Every day alive is a victory against impossible odds. So why wouldn't you last a single day as a woman 3 million years ago? Because every moment demanded strength beyond imagination. There were no comforts, no protection, no guarantees. Imagine carrying a child while outrunning predators. Imagine digging for roots while fearing an ambush. Imagine giving birth in a dark cave with no help but the hands of other women. Imagine facing hunger, thirst, injury, and fear all at once. Survival was not just difficult, it was nearly impossible, and yet these women did survive. They endured, they fought, and they carried humanity forward. Without their courage, none of us would be here today. So, next time you think about life in the modern world, remember the women of prehistoric times. They were warriors, survivors, and mothers in the harshest conditions ever known. And while you might not last a day in their world, they lasted lifetimes, passing on strength, knowledge, and life itself. Their sacrifice shaped the future of humanity. This is the story of survival, the story of strength, and the story of women who lived 3 million years ago.